It reads, "We ourselves are Jews by birth and not Gentile sinners. Yet we know that a person is justified not by the works of the law, but through faith in Jesus Christ. And we have come to believe in Christ Jesus, so that we might be justified by faith in Christ, and not by doing the works of the law. Because no one will be justified by the works of the law. But if, in our effort to be justified in Christ, we ourselves have been found to be sinners, is Christ then a servant of sin? Certainly not. But if I build up again the very things that I once tore down, then I demonstrate that I am a transgressor. For through the law I died to the law, so that I might live to God. I have been crucified with Christ." Key verse. "And in it is no longer I who live, but it is Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not nullify the grace of God, for if justification comes through the law, then Christ died for nothing." I want to talk about taking the cross for granted.
Come on now. Consider it, Reverend. Consider it.
Taking the cross for granted. One writer says this about the crucifixion. "The crucifixion was one of the most horrifying ways of execution that man has ever invented.
Come on now.
It was thought to be so horrible a means of death that by law, Roman citizens should be executed or could be executed by hanging on a cross only under exceptional circumstances.
Well,
Not only did the one executed die a slow, agonizing death, but the condemned person was humiliated beyond anything we might imagine. Stripped naked, they would hang suspended between earth and heaven, fighting for days to draw one more breath as gravity inexorably exerted its power over their pinioned body. The Romans had become experts in extending life for those affixed to a cross, ensuring that they experienced the most painful death imaginable. Those witnessing these executions would hear the gasp and the groans of the condemned individuals as they struggled to draw one more breath. The torture that dying criminals endured made an indelible impression on those thinking of rebellion, dissuading them from attempting to overthrow Roman rule. So the cross is not just a so-called Jesus piece. The cross is not something to casually throw around your neck.
come on now. Come on now.
The cross is not something
Well,
to hang a picture on the wall
well,
with Jesus
yeah.
still nailed to it.
Come on now.
The cross is not a place for fantasy
Yes, sir.
or fiction. The cross was a place of horror
Yeah. Yeah.
that someone endured, usually for their own crimes.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it may be befitting for that one that's on the cross.
That's right.
But here is an occasion where the one on the cross
Yes, sir.
had done no wrong. Not only did he not do any wrong,
Well,
But he was the worst case of the cross
Yeah. Yeah.
ever recorded in history.
Come on